music so I could play golf. Made the whole world band, especially my boss. Reserved a great tea time at 9 o'clock sharp. But it's raining so hard, it's breaking my heart. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Yes, I do. Man, this is bad. The golf channel's fine, the county tell me too. But watching TV ain't what I want to do. I got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Ain't nothing but the truth. The weatherman says it could stop anytime. If it keeps on raining, gonna lose my mind. I started up my truck, all ready to go. But it's raining so hard, I can't see the road. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Yes, I do. Man, this is really bad. Made it to the first tee, ready to play. With the wind up and blowing my golf ball away. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Man, this ain't cool. Rainwater rising up over the tees, into my shoes and over my knees. It's getting so deep, I can't even run. I reached for my phone to call 911. I got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Yes, I do. Man, this is just pathetic. My phone won't work, so I climbed up a tree. Now I'm waiting for a boat to come and rescue me. I got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Feeling like a fool. I got the bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Bad weather blues. Yes, I do. This is insane. Bad weather blues. Bad weather
What exactly are we talking about?
Politics.
Sports.
Education.
We'll tell you anything you want to hear.
We talk, you listen.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Well, here you all are, waiting to hear my broadcast. How very nice of you.
Bigg's Golf Talk.
America is talking.
Talking and yakety yak.
Blah, blah, blah.
It's all about talk.
A place for information, advice, golf news, golf reviews, and of course, golf humor.
Do you know who this is?
Bigg's Golf Talk.
Comes highly recommended. You're going to feel better if you talk to him.
That's the fact, Jack. Now we'll talk.
Welcome to Bigg's Golf Talk. Bigg's Golf Talk is presented by Bulls Apparel, Encore Golf, Skin Sunscreen, Photo Ball Marker, McNally 22, Dog Leg Reaper Belts, quality belts with no holes. Spider Divot Tool. Connect with Bigg's Golf Talk on Facebook, Twitter, Golf Ball, Instagram, all social media. You could also subscribe to Bigg's Golf Talk on our brand new YouTube channel and also in iTunes, and we are available in the Google Play Music Store and as well on iHeartRadio and on Spotify. Big John Vick along with Bill the Golf Father Cuebas and our guest co-host, the one and only LPGA and Symetra Tour player and diva herself, Amanda Robertson, join us as well. And guys, day number 2 of the PGA Merchandise Show. How was day number 1 for you guys? Amanda?
Oh, well, day 1 was great. Saw a lot of familiar faces, and it's always good to be back here and kind of in the swing of things. So I think day 2 is more of the productive meetings and kind of setting down with people. So a lot of catching up yesterday for sure.
Bill the Golf Father Cuevas having to crank up the microphone on you because day number 1 was pretty rough, thanks to one Big John Vick getting a Golf Father sick. And I apologize publicly here right now as we have about 100 people watching us per one person.
Yeah.
So it's about 10 people right now.
Yeah, the food line's over there, so that counts.
Lights are getting set up right now.
Yes, we're going on Golf Life TV, I believe. Hi, Travis. That's the man behind Golf Life Report. And then Colton, a.k.a. Billy Mays.
So wait, Bill, we want to know why you don't have a voice. Let's hear the real reason.
I talk too much.
Okay, there it is. It is.
I've been in Orlando for a long time. It's been about a week now, and I just talk.
You can't handle the East Coast life.
I live on the East Coast.
Oh, yeah, okay.
But it's just a lot of talking. I've been here since Friday, did a bunch of stuff, and it has been nonstop.
Yeah.
So I'm hoping it comes back slowly.
I'm hoping it comes back soon, too, my friend. And a lot of, as a matter of fact, I'll tell you, a certain cough drop company should be our sponsor today because we're going to be eating these things all show long for the next 2 hours.
Everybody.
Even
our guests.
Even our guests are. I do, and I see in our audience right now, we have a man in uniform. Sir, what is your name?
Kerry Harbaugh.
Come closer, Gary.
Come on up here, Terry.
Kerry or Gary? Oh, Kerry.
Perry? Kerry Harbaugh.
Oh, geez, we're off to a rough start.
How are you?
Hi.
Thank you for your service, sir. Thank you for my freedom.
That's Tony Beata from the Folds of Honor.
Yeah.
Yes.
Tony's coming up in just a few minutes here on Bigg's Golf Talk about the Folds of Honor. He's up on stage right now. Billy, I tell you what, we had a really good day yesterday visiting many, many booths. I think one of my favorites was the Cobra. People are going to see a nice little video montage of my action at the Cobra booth with, getting fit and hitting the clubs out there. And it was just a special, special time yesterday visiting many, many people. But I'll tell you what, man, those Cobra King F9 speedback clubs, you own a set. That's some serious game improvement.
Well, not for nothing. Biggs went from 106?
Yes.
To 116
on the ball speed.
Whoa, that's impressive.
He jumped 10 miles an hour.
So now there's no excuses when we go play golf.
Now he actually drove the ball 100 yards, so that was an impressive.
Wow.
That was with his driver.
You're like a fourth of the way to me.
I feel like when I'm bowling, when I break 100, it's an accomplishment right now.
Nice.
Yeah.
Well, good. No more excuses.
He hit the ball straight.
No. I wasn't there to witness that.
No, I actually saw it, and I don't even like him. He hit the ball straight. I was like, oh, wow. I was impressed.
Yeah, some pretty sweet technology here at the show this week, for sure. A lot of companies are really ramping everything up and getting ready for 2019 and 2020.
Absolutely. Let's get to our first guest right out of the gate here. Everybody knows, it's no surprise, that Bigg's Golf Talk is a huge supporter of the Folds of Honor. It's on our show banner. It's on our sponsor banner, the Patriot Golf Day, Folds of Honor, and what they do, never leaving any family left behind on a field of battle. And as Major Ed Polito would say, it's a great day to be American. Hoorah! Honor their sacrifice, educate the legacy. That's the Folds of Honor. The Vice President of the Patriot Cup, Patriot Golf Day, Tony Beata, is joining us here on stage. Give a round of applause for Tony Beata. Tony, 2018, not a disappointment for the Patriot Golf Day events that's happening nationwide. How happy are you with what 2018 has brought to you guys?
We're ecstatic, Big John. It was an incredible year, another record-breaking year for Folds of Honor. We're ecstatic. Is my mic not working?
That's his mic, I think. I was like, I think that's his.
Thank you.
Share.
Okay.
We had a little technical difficulty.
That's
Go ahead, Tony.
No worries. So, yeah, I mean, we're really ecstatic of Patriot Golf Day and what all the golf facilities and golf professionals and event organizers all across the country did to help our military families. Another record-breaking year, $7,077,000, which is a record for Folds of Honor for fundraising. But the real impact is how many families did we impact, right?
Yeah.
So, very pleased to be able to tell everyone that we gave out 4,000 scholarships this 2018-2019 academic year to the tune of $20 million. And that brings our total for scholarships given out since 2007 to 20,000 scholarships and over $100 million since we started Folds of Honor.
Bravo.
That's so great. Absolutely.
Yeah, and as great as all those numbers sound, unfortunately, the more popular the Folds of Honor gets, the more difficult it is to fund these scholarships. So we actually had to say no to $3.5 million worth of funding for 700 kids. Now, when our next scholarship season comes up, if they reapply, they'll probably be some of the first to get the scholarships for our next scholarship season, which does open up in 7 days, everyone. So if you know anyone who you think might qualify for a Folds of Honor scholarship, please tell them to go to foldsofhonor.org and click scholarships and pull up the application and fill it out. So there's a real, need there. It helps us, the more popular we get, to look everywhere for more money because we don't like saying no to anyone.
Right.
And, as good as that $20 million was in the 4,000 families that we did help, it's the 700 that really bother me the most.
Yeah.
So we're after it.
It's funny, though, and it's not funny, but you hear the stories from the recipients that had no idea that the Folds existed. And I'm talking about just recently, as a year or two ago. You guys been around for 11 years.
That's right, Bill.
And we're still haven't reached all parts of the United States.
That's true.
And I mean, it's kind of sad, but the stories that they come about hearing about, one of them working in a pro shop, filling out applications for everybody else, and, oh, my God, I qualify for this.
Yes.
And now she actually works for you guys.
That's right. Hannah
So,
Davis.
yes.
Yeah.
So you hear these stories, and you're like, wow, we're in the society that we live in, and all the multitudes of social media and everything,
Yes.
we still haven't reached our capacity of the people we can touch.
Yeah, and it's so true, Bill, but we're really blessed. I mean, I remember in the early years, I've been with Folds now for 8 years as employed by them, and 11 years with Major Dan right from the start as a PGA professional. So in the early years, we never said no to anyone, and it was very easy to fund. But I mean, back then we were only getting 1,000 to 1,500 to maybe 2,000 scholarships. We got 5,500 scholarships for this past academic year. When our scholarship season opens in 7 days, we're already projecting that we're going to get 6,500, so another 1,000 scholarships coming in. So we just keep making our scholarship team bigger and bigger to be able to handle this load. But it's really good, and it's sad that there's that many military families that need us, but the facts are these. There's over 1 million service members that have either been wounded or killed defending our country. And what's even more sad is that there's 2 million dependents, double that amount, that don't qualify for federal education assistance that Folds of Honor can help. And if we were to try to fund all of those 2 million, it would cost like $9 billion to do that. So we're biting off a little bit at a time, but nevertheless, we're never going to stop.
You know what's most impressive, Tony? That number 90. 90 cents from every dollar goes to a scholarship.
Yeah, well, we're not quite there yet, Bill. I mean, we're trying. We always tell people that we're shoot for 90, but right now we're at 86.
86.
And the reason for that is because we've had to increase the size of our staff. As I said, back when I started, it was me, Major Dan, and Ed Polito, and 5 others. We had 8 people on our staff. Now we've got 52 people around the country who represent Folds of Honor and help us fundraise and are all part of what we do, from our donor services team to our scholarship team. In our headquarters in Owasso alone, we have 33 employees. So, we're growing. We're growing very, very fast, and we're really happy to be able to do this and provide this service that would really, past 11 years ago, was never out there.
Tony, let me ask you, because something that's been happening, and we're seeing a big surge on it, is local chapters being developed across the country.
Yeah.
That has got to make you guys feel really proud at the corporate level, at the national level in Oklahoma, to see that happen. We're seeing new chapters being born, like last year, New Mexico comes aboard.
Yeah.
We see Houston, Texas coming aboard. The Daggetts in Indianapolis, Indiana, doing their job, with that part. Chicago having a chapter.
Denver in the house.
Denver, yeah.
Are you surprised to see all the support you get and these chapters coming up?
Well, I will say that we're pleased. We're not surprised, because that's always been Major Dan's vision. He believed that if we could get chapters and really get people boots on the ground in demographic areas all around the country, that we could increase our fundraising. Because he always says that our headquarters are in Owasso, Oklahoma, but our office is really the United States of America.
Sure.
So Jim Ravella's done a tremendous job soliciting and cultivating these chapters. We're up to 19 right now, but by June 2019, we will have 28 chapters. And I can see in the next couple of years us being 40 to 50 chapters without much effort. And the response has been tremendous. People really want to help us out. They want to fundraise for us. They want to do it in their community. They want to be able to say, hey, that a lot of the money that's raised here is going to come right back to this area. And it usually does. We've awarded scholarships in all 50 states. So even Alaska and Hawaii, and we actually have golf events in all 50 states, Alaska as well. So we're very proud that we have those. We have 2 events up there in Alaska right in the middle of the summer. But these chapters are taking off, and we're really pleased about it. But it has always been Major Dan's vision about the chapters. So, yeah.
Patriot Golf Day obviously started off as a one event a year, but we're finding that many events are taking place, including fishing events, bowling. So if somebody wants to get involved with Patriot Golf Day, doesn't necessarily have to be golf, does it?
It doesn't necessarily have to be golf, but it can be. And as you said, Big John, it did start off on Labor Day weekend, and we're always going to have our national promotion for Patriot Golf Day on Labor Day weekend. But there's so many demographics that are different in our country. Right here in Florida, and especially South Florida, it's very hot around Labor Day weekend. And it's very difficult to get people to come out and play. Same thing in the desert. It's like 115 degrees in the shade. So it's morphed into, yes, our national promotions on Labor Day weekend, but you can do a Patriot Golf Day event any day of the year, which works best for you and your facility. And we feel at Folds of Honor that if these folks are volunteering for us to raise money, who are we to tell them when to do it?
Right.
Now, if they were paid employees, then we might be able to mandate a few things, but that's not our style. We want people to know that they have the freedom, because we live in the greatest country in the world, and if we're going to talk about freedom, then they have the freedom to do what they want to raise money for us. As long as it's legal, we're good.
Right.
And we do golf events. We do clay shooting events. We have one where guys are doing, the clay shooting, and then they're going out and playing 9 holes of golf. So they're mixing the two together. Is anything wrong with that? Heck no. We have a guy up in Wyoming who does an indoor golf event in simulators and then goes outdoors and plays 9 holes. It's great. So, and it was really cool as you get with these golf professionals and they start thinking out of the box and figure, well, hey, how about this? And they come to me with this idea, and I'm like, wow, that's really great, do it. You know? And they're like, can I do it? Well, I'm sure you can. Why can't you?
And how about these patriots that are stepping up and developing events, volunteering their own time to do these events? We had a gentleman in the audience earlier, Kerry C. Harbaugh. He's a colonel of the U.S. Army and director of the USSO COM Warrior Care Program. It was in our audience earlier on, and it has to make everybody feel good that you get people, and not just Bigg's Golf Talk, because Bigg's Golf Talk donates. We always donate our time whenever we travel and do live shows and be a part of the programs and the events and raise money to help these events. But to see the hours, I mean, it's not just a 2-hour-a-day job when somebody opens up one of these chapters. It's not even a 40-hour-a-day week when somebody opens up these chapters. It's literally 80 to 100 hours a week to get that chapter running and up and going and being able to put these events on. Because typically when you have a local chapter, it's just not one event. It's continuously year-long planning and trying to raise money. Local chapters, obviously, for local recipients, but it's a big part of the program, isn't it?
Oh, absolutely. And one of the first things that I suggest to people whenever they want to do a Patriot Golf Day event is please put a committee together, because if you try to do this on your own, you will run yourself right into the ground.
Right.
You just can't do it. The only thing that you could really do on your own is maybe do a golf marathon. Okay, that you can do on your own, but the bigger the golf marathon, the more people you need helping you with that too. But going back to what you said about these folks and the patriotism that's involved with it, it just goes back to the greatest country in the world and the fact that we never forget and we always pay it forward. And there's many people who didn't have the opportunity to serve our country, but that doesn't mean that they can't serve our country by being a patriot. And I think that's what's really at the heart of all of this for these folks, is that maybe they didn't put the uniform on, but they want to be part of it some way, somehow. And this is a great way to do it. So, yes, it really is a very time-consuming thing, but the reward that you receive is when our scholarship recipients stand up in front of everyone and tell their story. And then you're like, wow, this was so worth it. Now what can I do next year to make it bigger and better? And they don't even care about how much work it was. Right. It's what can I do now to make it better, because we want to fund more scholarships. We want to take care of that $3.5 million that we didn't get this year. So we're very, very fortunate that we have such a tremendous cause and that we live in the greatest country in the world, and that we simply don't forget those that have paid the ultimate sacrifice for our freedom.
For sure.
Absolutely.
I had the privilege of being introduced to Folds of Honor through these guys, and I came to the Indiana event, and I have to say I was very impressed. I own a golf company, and we do a lot of work with charities and organizations, and 9 times out of 10 you hear about how not very much money actually goes back to the true cause. And when I came up on Folds of Honor and I kind of dove into the research behind it, and I saw the family that was putting this together. I met the Daggetts, who literally invest their life into this, and I see all of the collective work through social media and everything. I was so impressed, and it makes me really proud to be a part of, in any way, something that is truly there for a cause and not just because we want to show that we're trying to do something. You guys are doing something. So I just want to say thank you for all of your guys' hard work, and it makes everybody's life a little easier. And for the people that are serving this country, I mean, they know how much work is going into all of this. So.
Well, thank you so much, Amanda, for the kind words. And as Big John was saying earlier about our ratio, 86 cents of every dollar going out in programs to our recipients. We're very proud of that, and we want to continue that. We have been recognized by GuideStar out there, who's given us a platinum rating, and of course Charity Navigator, which is the benchmark for rating charities, gives us a 4-star rating, and you can't have any higher than that. So we're right up in the highest percentile as far as paying it forward. Our ultimate goal, and Major Dan, if he was here right now, he would tell you that our ultimate goal is to someday have an endowment fund where we can tell people that 100% of your donations will fund scholarships for military families. that is our goal, and it will always be our long-term goal. And so one of these days at the merchandise show, we're going to announce it at the party that we now have that endowment. We're going to be able to tell people that 100% of your donation goes to help these needy families. And I just want to say, too, before we're done, that the reason that Big John and the Godfather here, Bill, has lost his voice, and mine is gone, too, is because of our party last night.
That was the answer we were looking for.
It was the Red, White, and Blues party at Topgolf. They're a great sponsor and partner of ours, and they just opened their doors and let people in, and we had the best time there. And that Journey cover band was unbelievable. Everybody was singing songs with them, and it was just a great night, and we celebrated God, country, and freedom, and it was wonderful. Yeah.
I just got a message. And by the way, if you do want to chat in our chat room, we do have a chat room that's available. Just head over to biggsgolftalk.com, BIGGS golftalk.com, and head into our chat room. As a matter of fact, a listener just walked up and gave a donation, right cash, hard cash, a $100 bill to Tony Beata. So give him a round of applause, everybody.
Thank you, sir. God bless you.
That is awesome. God bless you, sir. Thank you so much. So I just heard from the secretary of the New Mexico chapter, Tony, and she wanted to say thank you for what you do and wanted me to give you a big shout out and say she loves you. Shayna Quick saying hello to you, Tony.
Oh, well, hi, Shayna, and thank you so much. We really appreciate all your hard work in New Mexico. Your team is just knocking it out of the park with your gala and your golf tournament, and those folks they're going outside of their area. They're going outside of Albuquerque to try and drum up more business for us, and they're headed up by Jim Quick, who's a former F-16 fighter pilot, and that man is in his 70s, and he's got spunk, and he is a very hardworking man, and he's passionate. And now there's a guy who fought for his country, put his name on the line, but still wants to continue to give back. So we're just so blessed to have people like that on our team.
Absolutely. Tony Beata, how can people find out more information about the Folds of Honor, and how can they get involved?
Really easy. You can go to foldsofhonor.org, and you can click donate. You can donate right there. You can get involved with Patriot Golf Day. There's 4 major pillars with Patriot Golf Day. You can collect donations with a donation box. You can participate in Patriot Teaching and Coaching Day, which is new for 2019, and a new program, fundraising program that we will be promoting. We're very excited about that with the possibilities. Of course, you could do a golf marathon of what we spoke about earlier, where you just collect pledges and play as many holes of golf as you can in a day. And of course, the biggest and most impactful way is to have a golf tournament, a Patriot Golf Day golf tournament, and bring some people in and hopefully get one of our speakers there to tell their story and really let everyone know the power of education and the power of Folds of Honor and how we bring it forward and make sure that no family's left behind.
The Bigg's Golf Talk Tour will continue in 2019 and continuing to travel to more of the Folds of Honor Patriot Golf Day events. I'm looking forward to seeing you at the next event, my friend.
Thank you, Big John. We appreciate all that you guys do, you and Bill and Amanda. Thank you so much for getting the word out there. And we can never stop. As you said earlier, there's still a lot of people, Bill, who don't know who we are and where we are. So with your help and the help of thousands of others, we can make a difference for all these military families. So God bless you all.
And thank you for our freedom, and thank you for what you do as well.
Amen.
Ladies and gentlemen, Tony Beata here on Bigg's Golf Talk. More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way here live from the PGA Merchandise Show. We'll be right back right after this.
Yeah.
My see it hanging there. How do I feel it isn't fair? They're gonna steal the spotlight from me. And all those lips I'm burning, guess I'm still just learning. Better take some lessons for me to see if I'm just that bad. Get it to the hole. It's getting old. Gotta make 'em fall. Better check my eyesight. Whoa. Whoa. Get it to the hole. My putt is cold. Just get it there. Get it to the hole. Yeah. Gonna try to do it right. Whoa. Whoa. Make it fall. Get it to the hole. Just one more roll. This is getting old.
Have you ever seen a tour pro line up a putt with a dirty ball? No way. A clean ball rolls accurately, and accurate putts mean lower scores. The solution? Ready Putt. It's the putter cover reinvented. Ready Putt has a patented ball cleaner that's made to absorb and retain water. All you need to do is add water, and it remains wet throughout your round, giving your ball the perfect shine. It also has a magnetic surface to hold your ball marker and divot repair tool. Let's say you switch putters from round to round using a blade, mid-mallet, or large mallet. Ready Putt Original has you covered. The universal design with its unique foam insert fits 99% of all putters. It has the same water-retaining ball cleaner and magnetic surface features, so you'll have everything you need to prepare your putt. Look, putting is hard enough. Accurate putts start with a clean ball, and a clean ball starts with Ready Putt.
For more information about Ready Putt, visit ReadyPutt.com. That is ReadyPutt.com. Clean it and sink it.
Golf Dots is a unique, high-resolution ink transfer to personalize your golf game. Golf balls, golf shoes, and clubs, Golf Dots can personalize it for you. Golf Dots conforms to the USGA rules and doesn't alter the trajectory of your golf ball. Tour proven on all major tours, Golf Dots is designed and made in America. Many styles to choose from that will fit every golfer's personality. New styles are being released on a regular basis, so to order your Golf Dots, visit www.golfdots, that's GOLFDOTZ.com. Golf Dots is also available in many golf shops. The website for Golf Dots is www.golfdots.com. And if you enter promo code BIGJOHN15, that's BIGGJON 15, you get a discount for your Golf Dots. Or call 847-829-4238. Personalize your golf game today with Golf Dots.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk, live from the PGA Merchandise Show. Big John Vick, along with the Golffather Bill Cuebas. Amanda Robertson, the diva herself. She's the one that makes both of us look good here on stage. And as a matter of fact, we just had Golf Life TV, and we're soon Bigg's Golf Talk will be on Fox Sports Network. For a nice little clip for an interview, so be on the lookout for that for your local availabilities on when you could see Bigg's Golf Talk on Fox Sports with Golf Life Report, the Golf Life TV channel, and we're excited to do that with Mike and his crew. And special thank you to Travis for taping the segment with Phones of Honor. That was a good segment to tape, too. And Phones of Honor, very, very dear to our hearts. But our next guest here on Bigg's Golf Talk, no stranger to this program, Bruce Miller from Golf Pride. Good morning, Bruce. How are you?
Good morning. Thanks for having me, guys.
Good morning.
How's the show for you guys?
Yeah, it's good. It's busy. It's always pretty busy for Golf Pride the first couple of days. Everybody wants to check out the new grips, find out what the guys on tour are playing. So the new product's been well received, so we're really excited to be here.
Well, good to have you, and it looks like that you guys have some grips up here. Anything new for 2019 from Golf Pride?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, the big new grip for us is going to be that Tour Velvet Plus 4. And the Tour Velvet is obviously a special grip for us because literally half the guys on the PGA Tour play this product, play this SKU right here. If you go to any event, 154 players, half the field will be playing the Tour Velvet. So what we did is we essentially changed the formulation, made it a little bit more durable, a little bit softer, but added in that Plus 4 technology. So it comes out of the mold, built up a little bit, which players really like. They like that larger lower hand. So instead of having to tape it up, it comes out of the mold, ready to be slipped on and played.
That's great.
I'll tell you what, Billy's got it in his hand right now, and that it looks sweet. I mean, you couldn't even tell if there's something new or whatever, but I mean that's what players want, though. You could see it a little bit, right on us,
Yeah, I mean that's kind of the big thing.
Seam.
Yeah, exactly. With the Tour Velvet is, I mean, it's a dialed back look, but that's what the players want.
Why?
Yeah. I mean, it's all about performance.
They want familiarity. You know, they want to be familiar, but they still want an improvement to it.
Right.
Yeah, that's exactly right. I mean, it's a nice looking grip, but it's you could say it's plain looking, but that's what the players out there prefer. They want something that's all about performance.
We don't want flashy. We just want it to work.
Some of us have trouble making it work. Do you have a? Do you have a grip that's going to help Big John get from like a 26 handicap down a little bit?
I think you're out of luck. No, we can't help you there.
Sorry,
we can't
Big
help
John.
you.
You're out of luck, pal.
See, Jared, I just can't get a break here.
Can he
I
pick
swear.
up some swing speed?
It could, yeah.
Which one? He needs it.
Yeah, probably that the Tour Velvet Plus 4, kind of encourages lighter grip pressure.
I'm going to encourage that grip for you, Big John.
There you go.
So
Go
sorry.
ahead.
No, I was going to say, so I have to ask, I think a lot of golfers that are even, 10, 15, 20 handicap kind of ignore the fact of how much grip plays into it. And so a lot of times they're like, oh, I've had these grips on since 1960 when I got these clubs given to me. But kind of talk a little bit about your opinion on grips. Obviously, you have a very strong opinion on grips and why it's so important to pay attention to what you're using.
Yeah, I mean, it's a great question. I mean, it's actually a very, very small percentage of the market that consistently regrip. And we like to say that it is the most important piece of equipment that you have because that's the only connection point to the club.
Right.
And if it gets worn out, to your point, it can cause a lot of problems. And honestly, I mean, if somebody takes a look at their grips every spring before the season starts, it's going to be a tremendous advantage to them as far as hanging on to that club. Because if it starts to slip, if it starts to rain and it's cracked and it's worn out, a lot of bad things can happen. And that's why it's so important to the touring professionals out there, the guys on the PGA Tour. And we're very fortunate. 80, 90% of the guys on the PGA Tour play Golf Pride, and we don't pay anybody a nickel. They play it because it's the best, and that's the strongest endorsement you can have. But those guys are very particular about their grips. But the one thing about those guys is they kind of grow up on a grip, they kind of hone their craft on a grip, and they stick with it. But they know the importance of getting their sticks changed, their grips changed consistently.
One of the things I like about Golf Pride is this Align technology that you guys have, that you guys just came out with a couple years ago, and Billy and I experienced it the first time about 2 years ago at the Tour Edge event. And I'll tell you what, talk about that Align technology, because that is something that can actually help players have a better grip on the club.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, for us, it was about kind of helping golfers, not fundamentally have like a proper Varden grip, but however their grip is put on there, it's getting their hands in there consistently every single time. And it's an amazing thing to us because, essentially, and we're getting far down in the weeds here, but, most of all the grips that we make and sell in North America are round golf grips. And then there's the traditional reminder grips that if you rewind 30 years ago, that's all we made. But, the field was essentially flipped probably 30 years ago when the OEM started to go to round grips. And really that was for installation ease when they're assembling golf clubs. But that's what this Align technology does, is it brings that traditional reminder grip to the front of the grip, if you will. I mean, to really to the surface of the grip. And it's helping golfers get their hands in there consistently, because there's a big delta between what the consumers are doing out there and what they're buying, which are essentially all-round grips, and what the guys on tour are doing. Because all the guys on tour play Golf Pride, essentially. But 30% of those guys that play Golf Pride grips are playing traditional reminder grips. So there's this huge delta between what the pros are doing and then what the amateurs are actually buying. Right. And the pros, they realize the benefit of that reminder, and the amateurs are not taking advantage of it. But it was on us at Golf Pride to create this visible technology and really, push the limit of that reminder grip, bringing it to 40 thousandths flat, the USGA conformance, on the back of the grip, visible technology to help golfers get their hands in there consistently every single time. And I always tell people, listen, it doesn't matter if your grip is complete rubbish, how you put your hands in the club. If you can repeat that every single time, you're going to play better golf. Because I've seen some guys with horrible grips, but these guys can shoot zero because they've figured out they get their hands in there the same exact way every single time.
Right.
Well, that's a key thing, too, because even if you have a miss hit, Amanda, you're a pro, even if your hands are in the right position, even if you hit something off the toe, well, you're going to hit it off the toe, but you still get a decent, as far as your distance goes, a decent shot.
Well, and I think sometimes when I'm out playing and you kind of got to play with the swing you brought to the course that day and you're in the tournament and you can't fix it, a lot of times, like you said, it's consistency. So at least if I'm hitting kind of a nice little draw that day that I'm not maybe accustomed to, if my hands can get in that position every time and I can repeat that, I can compete at a lot higher level than if one's a draw and then I'm kind of my hands slip over to the other side. I have something to always go back to, or even when you're working on things, you can always know where your hands are, and that's the biggest part of the golf game, are your hands.
Yeah, that is exactly right. And when you're working with the players developing this product, it's amazing watching them put their hands on there the same way every time. I mean, it's a big thing in their setup. They will not pull the trigger until their hands are on there the same exact way. And obviously, a traditional reminder or line technology helps them. They realize the benefit of that. And that at the end of the day, that's the huge benefit to the average consumer, is getting their hands on the same way every time.
Yeah, definitely.
Let's talk about the putter grips. Now, as of late, it seems like grip companies are coming out with what you call a pistol grip. It's no longer these straight grips. Explain the technology behind a pistol grip versus a straight grip.
Yeah, it's really different shapes and geometries on the putter grip to help the golfer get their hands in there, again, consistently or in a certain way every time. And a pistol grip, has that flare in the back that kicks off, that helps kind of seat that putter grip in your hands. And I always tell people, it's really fragmented out there as far as putter grips go. There's a lot of different shapes, sizes. We make a lot of stuff. A lot of other companies do as well, more so than swinging grips. But there's different geometric kind of ways that we can create grips, mold grips, and shape grips to help golfers get their hands in there consistently and more comfortably every single time. The big thing with the Tour Sensor is the material. It's a softer material, beveled edges, but it's going to allow some of that feedback. And I always tell people, they get it with swinging clubs. When you strike a golf ball, you're getting a certain amount of feedback from that strike. It's that communication that's telling you what's happening. And it's the same way with putter grips. You want to have a material out there that allows a certain level of communication to come into your hands. And some people like larger putter grips, some people like pencil-thin putter grips, but it's really up to us to give players options as far as shapes of putter grips.
Bruce Miller, we're short on time here, but I want to thank you for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk. How can people find out more information about Golf Pride?
Yeah, certainly. Just go to golfpride.com, and our complete product range is on there, and you can learn about all of our products and technology.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and we'll certainly invite you back on during the season, talk more about Golf Pride, and we wish you nothing but the best of luck.
Thanks so much.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right here live from the PGA Merchandise Show. We'll be right back right after this.
Here
chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your gloves up. Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your gloves up.
Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your clubs up.
To play golf, you gotta have balls. And I got a bucket full I can share for all y'all. If you had a bad day and you need a change, we can whack your cares away at the drive-in range. Play mini golf with the girls that are pretty, showing off their skills with eagle or a birdie. I can even golf all year round. Did you ever take a putt with snow on the ground? Even when it's raining, you know not complaining, 'cause I'm inside training putts on the iPad. When I go to work with Dad, the fun begins, 'cause the guys get hyped when I knock down the pin. I drive hooks into the wood, I blame my clubs. Yeah, Miss Ball kept me going, Miss Trout. If you love golf, then let me know.
Hashtag I love golf video.
Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your clubs up. Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your clubs up. Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your clubs up.
Drive, drive, chip, chip, putt, putt, throw your clubs up. Yeah, all right, woo!
Conquering a dogleg on the golf course is a
Nice
tremendous feeling. Dogleg Reaper is owned and operated by veterans that served in the U.S. military. High-quality belts and buckles with their signature debossing and embossing process allows you to have that tremendous feeling when wearing these belts. These belts have no holes and has a ratchet system with a quick release. Be sure to check out the different collections that give back. Ask them about customizing a logo buckle for your brand. Become a Dogleg Reaper by wearing Dogleg belts, the belt with no holes. Visit www.doglegreaper.com or call 813-898-7194.
Skin Sunscreen is a premium preventative oxybenzone-free lotion formula that protects you from the sun and skin cancer. Skin Sunscreen was formulated specifically for golfers but can be used by anyone that is in the sun. Their SPF 30+ sunscreen contains titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, is very water resistant, and delivers UVA, UVB protection. If you have been looking for a sunscreen that is oil-free, Skin Sunscreen is for you. Use it as a part of your daily hygiene and be protected. Skin Sunscreen shares a personal commitment to preventing skin cancer of every type, uniting their resources in a quest to spare others the pain, cost, and loss associated with this insidious health threat of skin cancer. Skin Sunscreen proudly promotes skin as the optimal wellness preventative in your daily hygiene routine. Skin Sunscreen is a proud supporting partner of the Folds of Honor and the official sunscreen of Bigg's Golf Talk. To purchase online or find a retailer near you, their website is www.skinsunscreen.com.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk live from the PGA Merchandise Show. And although it's raining outside, it's bright and sunny in here, especially when it comes to my next guest, because sunshine is just flowering all over this company right now. My next guest from Bridgestone Golf, he is the ball fitting manager, Adam Ryberg. And before we get to him, though, before we get to what I want to talk about with him, Adam, what is going on with Bridgestone on the tour, man? You guys are red hot.
We're on a heater, man. We've had some great tour wins over the last 6 months. We've won 7 of the last 16 events on tour, winning percentage of 44. Our next competitor is right around 4 wins, and with the quantity of staff we have out there, quality's always been what we're most interested in. 7 wins is piling it up.
You know, and Bryson DeChambeau, you know, is one of those guys that's just so successful, a young guy. And I said this in his college career, and he was just, I mean, the way he approaches golf, the science behind it, all the way from the golf ball to his golf clubs. But this guy is red hot along with some other guys that's on your staff.
Absolutely. I mean, my background is in the R&D facility. I'm in marketing now, but R&D is my background. So when we work with Bryson, he's literally R&D gold. I mean, he gives us granular information about the golf ball, which is so pivotal into making the ball better, not only for him but for everyone. So he's kind of an R&D gold mine for us.
Matt Kuchar, known, by the way, in the press. I mean, he's been very vocal about how happy he's been with his golf ball lately.
Yeah, Matt, straight out of college, came and played a Precept ball early in his career and transitioned over to the Bridgestone ball. Obviously, we made the Precept as well, and he's always been happy. And he's personally felt like it's given him an advantage playing that golf ball. One, because of the quality control of the product, and two, because of how it plays in the wind and the consistency.
So I'm going to ask you the tough question about fitting, because it seems to me we've had Bridgestone on, and one of the successful aspects of Bridgestone has been ball fitting. But last year, and I believe the year before, the ball fitting kind of just went away a little bit, and it went to online only, and not any really big in-person fittings as much. But now we're seeing the fittings come back. Is that right?
We're back, baby. Doing fittings again. Absolutely. We kind of drifted away from those live events, but we now realize that space is much needed for us. We're still the number one ball fitter in golf, and we need to get out there and hit the ground and put boots on the ground and hit retail stores and hit green grass and on facilities and get out there and start doing fitting. So we're very excited to start doing fitting events again.
Well, that's great, because I'll tell you what, man, it was a huge thing. I know when my son took up golf, that's the first thing that we did. We went to a Bridgestone fitting, and they didn't steer him wrong. And one of the good things about the Bridgestone fitting, I don't know that when you guys brought that back, if that's still going to happen, but when you go do a fitting, they actually give you the sleeve of their recommendation for you to try. Is that still in place?
Absolutely. You'll get, at the end of the fitting, you'll get a sample of the product you got fit into. That way you can sample it and try it out play it on the course.
I went through the fitting during your event, and it's different. It's more involved.
Yes.
It's not just, I remember when I did my very first Bridgestone fitting, I went up, I hit 3 balls with my ball, I hit 3 balls with their ball. They looked at the numbers and said, you gained 5 yards, here you go. Now you're hitting your iron, you're hitting your driver. They're looking at all kinds of crazy.
Yeah.
Here, try this one. This one doesn't work. Here, try this one. Rub these. Try this. So we went. It's not like 4 minutes. It's more in detail. They're giving a lot of feedback, a lot of information. You could see everything right there on the screen. And taking the time, have you come back, sit down, and tell you this spin rate. This is going to change this. This will give you more yardage. And I went from the RX. What was the one you played?
The B330 RX.
That's the
while ago.
The original one that I played, RX. And I went to the S.
Oh, RXS.
Yes.
Yeah,
and
a little more
just
spin.
Yes. And that's what he said. He goes, all you need is a little more spin. And just simple spin ball. Boom, I gained more yards.
So the ball fitting, like you said, it has evolved. It's more comprehensive now. When we work with our tour players and we go out to Medalist or Bryson in Dallas, we have them hit driver just like the previous ball fitting, but then we move to an approach shot and we make sure the ball's optimized conditions. On driver, you're kind of trying to optimize distance. You want to hit it a little bit further. But then when you go down to your approach shots with an 8-iron, you're trying to optimize the numbers. You want the spin to be right to hold the green and hit the distance. We're not necessarily trying to get you 5 more yards with your 8-iron. We're trying to optimize that distance and the condition. And then lastly, we're going to move to the greens and make sure the ball's delivering what you need for greenside feel and spin.
Wow, that's amazing. Now let's talk balls.
Woo!
Everybody likes talking about balls.
I just want to make a recommendation.
You need them.
Billy needs his blue balls. I don't care what anybody says, laughing.
Everybody's laughing in this place
balls.
right now.
I know.
But the thing is,
every dude's looking at Billy like, what do you mean you need blue balls?
No comment on the blue balls yet. We'll have to talk to R&D.
Put a good word in for me, please.
So let's talk about what's new for 2019 with Bridgestone on balls.
So we're really excited about one of our flagship products that we're talking about at the show here in the E12. The E12, not only is it twice as good as the E6 was, but the numbers really derived from ball fitting and that 12 years of data that we've been pulling to make this golf ball as good as we possibly can. So we're excited about the E12. It comes in an E12 soft and an E12 speed. The soft version is designed for players that swing under 105, and the speed version is designed for players who swing over 105. So much like we do in our Tour B product, an under and over 105 product. The one thing we're really excited about this product is the new mantle layer. We have an active acceleration mantle layer inside of that golf ball, and that's making the ball be a little bit faster off the tee and then take away a little bit of spin to make it a little bit straighter. So this product we're trying to design for a little bit more straight distance, and that new polymer mixture that we put in the mantle layer and the active acceleration has a surfactant and a catalyst in it that makes it optimized for those two things of speed and forgiveness.
Wow, that is amazing. If somebody wants more information about the fitting and more information about the Bridgestone golf balls for 2019, how can they find out more information?
There's two places. You can go to our website, bridgestonegolf.com, or you can hit up all of our social platforms on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, also at Bridgestone Golf.
Adam, thank you so much for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk. We wish you guys nothing but the best of luck, my friend.
Thank you for having me.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way from the PGA Merchandise Show right here. And I'll tell you guys what, man, what a great show it's been so far.
It's been great.
We got a lot more to get to here on Bigg's Golf Talk, so let's get to it right now, and we'll be right back right after this.
Everybody knows that golf is not an easy game. When the fourth winds blow, it's such a breezy game. Often they will quickly wipe the smile right off your face. You'll need more than extra glue to keep your tam in place. So keep your head down and your chin up, arms straight, and shift your weight properly. While stepping on the tee, be wearing your spectacles for the long shots, but don't make a spectacle out of yourself, or you'll feel smaller than an elf. And don't stand too close to the ball after you've hit it. Practice morning, noon, and night, eventually you'll get it. Learn to take the bad with the good. Remember, your shafts are made of wood. Not every shot goes in the cup. So keep your head down and your chin up, up, up. Keep your head down and your chin up.
A golf ball that performs for you. The Encore Avant 55, hot off the tee, a formulated core that delivers more energy and utilizes soft cell technology to achieve ultra-low 55 compression. This blend of innovation and simplicity provides more distance and greater feel. The Caliber, maximum accuracy. A patent hollow metal core creates significant rifle spin while reducing side spin, allowing the ball to travel along a straighter trajectory. The Encore Elixir Tour Ball, hot list winner. The premium cast urethane cover delivers a soft and pure feel off the club face and gives the Elixir ultimate greenside control, durability, and unmatched putting performance. Be sure to check out their combo packages and sign up for the loyalty program. Gift cards are also available. For more information, their website is www.encoregolf.com. And be more with Encore. Grab fashion by the horns and look good with Bulls Apparel. Pride, excellence, uniqueness, fulfillment. Bulls Apparel is a unique golf apparel that has style, design detail, and color combinations blend seamlessly with high-performance fabric choices. Along with a custom-made apparel line, they have designed an accessory line to complement their brand. Be sure to check out the USA Patriot Polo along with other great designs. There is something for you. Looking for a custom polo? Working with UFO Tour Golf, they can take your brand to another level. Be the Bull and wear Bulls Apparel. Visit www.bullsapparel.com. Unique, durable, wearable, and multifunctional. Creativity has no limits. Bulls Apparel is the official apparel of Bigg's Golf Talk. www.bullsapparel.com. That is BULLZ apparel.com. Be bold. Be unique. Be noticed.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk live for the PGA Merchandise Show. And our next guest, oh man, I'll tell you what, you want to improve your game, this is going to be the place and the app to use when you want to improve your game. Founded in 1995, V1 Sports is the leader in video swing analysis software. The V1 game improvement platform connects golf professionals and golfers to improve performance. V1 is recognized as the pioneer in delivering seamless video lessons with integrated and voice-over technology. The V1 Pro HD desktop software and V1 Pro mobile app empowers instructors to capture, review, and analyze swing video for students both in person and digitally. The V1 Golf app provides powerful video capture and analysis tools for golfers to work on their own game and connect to their pro. Our next guest, he is the CEO and visionary of V1 Sports. Brian Finnerty is joining us here. Brian, how you doing, my friend?
Doing great on this awesome sunny day inside the
Convention
Center.
Well, that's what I was just saying. It's raining outside, but boy, it's sunny in here. And a lot of people walking around in good mood. Kick off to the golf season here for 2019, and it's amazing, isn't it?
Yeah, it's great for us vendors because they can't be out playing golf, so it works perfect for us.
Absolutely. Talk about the V1 and what are you guys looking forward to 2019?
Wow, probably not enough time to talk about everything, but I think the big component for us this year will be the connection points we have between the consumer on the V1 Golf app and the 20-year plus history we have with the golf pros, teaching in the studio, what they do every day to help us get better as average golfers. So we are the connective tissue between those two things. We allow the pros to get better. They're going to be able to follow their players on course this year with the stats version. So I can play golf with my watch or my phone in my pocket if I want, capture all my stats, send them straight to the pro. And, a little bit like a doctor, when they have your ills in front of them before you get there, they just can make a better prescription. So we're excited about that for 19.
Yep, I actually got the V1 app. It's on my phone.
All right.
Show off.
Yes.
Jeez.
I've been fortunate enough to been working with Grant Price.
Yep.
Out of Sarasota area, Bradenton.
Wait, on your game?
Somebody's gotten fired, our ex-host. But I'm getting ready for a special event that never happened last year. That's going to happen this year. Something about a diva-less girl or something. But we're working on that. But anyway, I'm working with Grant Price, and I believe I was in Bandon in Oregon traveling. He was out of the country, and I was sending him my videos during the app, which is nothing. They don't charge you no matter where it's at, really, based on that. So all I did was shoot him a video. I had my friend shoot me while we were playing, and he's like, I would say within an hour. And you got time difference and everything else. I believe he was sleeping, and I woke him up, but sorry, but yeah, it happens. But that's the ideal. It was like, and usually if he's here at homeland, the turnarounds are credible,
instantaneous.
Yeah, it is because he reads it. I don't have to do anything, and then he'll come and he'll send me, the things with all the lines and stuff. Okay, Bill, you're over here. Your shoulder to turn. You need to go out more towards your right. You need to do this.
Yep.
Okay. It's like a quick fix.
Yeah.
A reminder, constant, which is perfect. It's beautiful.
As you probably noticed, it's a little bit of both, right? It's hey, save me, I'm out on the course in Bandon, which I paid a pretty penny for, and I don't want to lose another bet, all the way out to, hey, this is part of my tune-up and what I want to do. We've got, I can't even count how many pros. I know Mike Shai working with Bryson DeChambeau does almost the exact same thing. Mike's not going to follow him around on tour all the time, and Bryson, being a techie guy, which is awesome, will oftentimes say, hey, where's my position at the top, or how do I look at impact, and literally can capture it on V1, send it. So he's not doing that through YouTube, through clipped video, trying to email or text it. It's literally all within the locker in the app. So, Bill, like what you found, it can be instantaneous, and the pro knows that we're essentially using the same tools. It just makes it easy, right? And that's our goal. If we can't do it in 3 clicks or less, we shouldn't be doing it, and that's kept us, I think, a front runner in this industry for 20 years.
What I like about this app for a guy like me, maybe that has never used it, is the video tutorials that you guys have at your website that helps people along the way. Talk about that for someone that has never used a swing analysis app or is really not sure, but that video tutorial can help them along the way.
Yeah, it's interesting. I'll try not to make it too long of a story, but if you look statistically at the number of people that have taken lessons over the industry-wide metric, it would tell you that about 15% of us playing population take lessons. And so why do the other 85% not do it? They're intimidated. It's hard. They may not have time. But more importantly, it just isn't easy. So we've looked at it from that lens and said, okay, how do we make it easy? Well, we put a little avatar on the screen, line yourself up. The little record button says record, and the tutorials are literally keep it simple. Fit yourself in the avatar, take the video. If you want to select a pro, that's great. If not, you can select any of our help tips, right, which would be from the drills, the lessons that we can still serve you as DIY if you want to do that. And as you get a little more interested, like I like that help and it felt pretty good, I wasn't as intimidated, hey, maybe I do want to go see a pro. And I think that's the good connection that our pros find, that we're not taking opportunity from them. We're actually reinforcing that this instruction helps. And to your point in those tutorials, it's not, hey, good luck on YouTube and search around to see if you can find somebody. No, I literally invested in this company 3 years ago for that exact reason. I was tired of doing it. And V1 makes it so easy that it just became a no-brainer.
One of the main reasons, I usually don't like doing these type of apps and stuff like that because there's so many that we waste our time on.
For sure.
But, I took the chance because, Kevin, and I did it. I was like, okay, I'll try it. And I've gone through other places where I've literally had to drive 30 minutes to get to, 35 minutes to get back. You go in there, by the time they hook you up and do this and do that and do that, now I've wasted 2.5 hours and, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad, this is bad. And I'm like, well, what am I doing good?
Yeah.
Since I started working with Grant, we're focusing on what I do good to improve that, to help everything else fall in line, and I don't have to leave.
Yeah.
I don't have to waste an hour and a half to get anywhere. It literally takes me 5 minutes, do the video, set it up, upload. 10 minutes later, I got the video with all the same lines, all the same focus on, your alignment's this way, your spine angle's here, and I could do it right there.
Yeah.
The communication's simple and a fraction of the cost.
Sure. Yeah, it's efficient. And if you think about human nature, what do we like? We like the reinforcement that's an attaboy, right? For sure. And one of the great things about the app is you can look at yourself side by side. I mean, you can obviously do it compared, hey, what do I look like compared to a Rory or a Jordan or anybody else? That's great, but I'm never going to be that flexible, and I'm clearly not that young anymore. But I'd love to see what my swing looks like when I was hitting it good. And so Grant might say, hey, Bill, remember, when you had this position at the top, that's when you were having the easiest time in the game. Let's get you back to that spot. Are you ever going to shoot 65? Maybe not, but if you can get back to that position, we're going to show you side by side, and it's a simple feature, but for me, I'm a visual learner. I love to see what I was doing. I could hear it all day long, but I want to know the good stuff, and how do I keep doing that versus don't do this, don't do that, So I think it's a helpful tool, and again, it's just simple. Let's archive that as one of your best swings, one of your best moments, and let's just do it again.
Now, Bill and I are never going to play on the tour, but for
yourself.
Well, maybe the senior tour for you. But Amanda, for somebody that's on a tour, this would be so convenient to have your coach just in your back pocket, literally in your back pocket, while you're on the road.
So the cool thing about technology and where we are in 2019 is that, with travel and everything, a lot of times when you find a swing coach that fits you and it's a good chemistry, it's really hard to then travel and try to go to somebody else. Yep. And as a tour player, I need consistency and I need things that work. So for me, it's so easy to send video over to my coach and I don't have to feel like I have to go find someone else. He's in California and I can be on the other side of the country, as Bill was saying, and it doesn't matter because they don't have to go, well, okay, I got to find somebody that teaches the same way or has these same thoughts. And then on the reverse side of that, I have people that come to me for lessons. So like you were saying, bridging that gap, it's not taking opportunity. It helps me because I have so many people come to me and say, yeah, I want to swing like Rory. Well, sir, you're 70 and you're never going to have that flexibility. I can't fix it. So it's great because it gets you off of the YouTube finders. Yeah. it's such a cool thing that I've introduced to people, saying, wait a minute, just use this so we're at least all in the same vicinity. And it really is a cool era to be in with golf app technology.
You know, it's so funny you mention that, because we have a number of tour players who, as much as we tout, hey, it's great for the coach working with the player on tour, how many times are you out at a pro-am and someone says, hey, can you give me a tip, and do you mind helping me? And you can't say no.
Right.
And it is kind of a nice way to say, hey, between the next 2 holes, just download V1. It's free. Get on your thing. I'll take a picture. I'll take a video. I'll kind of make a couple of comments, and I'm going to leave that with you.
And it's easy.
That's as good as anything. And it's like, wow, that was really cool, playing with Amanda at the Pro-Am instead of, hey, they were just trying to get around the round. So there is some connection both ways. And I think, again, you've got the pro to the student for sure, who are making a living at this game. But you also have some people that are just saying, hey, I'd love to get that one little nugget from you, and not just hopefully write it down really quick in my yardage book, but take it with them. So it's nice to have it kind of both ways.
That visual.
Yeah.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us. What be the final thing you want people to know about V1 Sports?
You know that we're an innovative company. You don't often think about a 20-year-old company being innovative. I feel like I'm a kid in a candy store working for NASA or something. I mean, we've got some great stuff coming between live TV, some AI technology that will recognize kind of what our swing goods and faults are. Right. We've got over 3 million delivered videos that were archived and working through. So I think it's just look for some innovation. You're going to see the V1 Game app that just launched yesterday on the App Store that you literally can follow yourself around the course and give it to your pro and see how it works. So we're just excited about the innovation coming, and stay close to us. Follow us on Twitter, follow us on Facebook. You'll be the first to know, and it's going to be a pretty exciting year.
Yay.
Brian, thank you so much for joining us on Bigg's Golf Talk. Wish you guys nothing but the best of luck.
Thank you so much. Appreciate it.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right here live from the PGA Merchandise Show. We'll be right back right after this.
What's up, golfers around the world? It's your buddy, Big John Vick from Bigg's Golf Talk on the Lake County Sports Network. You know what day it is. I know what day it is. Yo, Caleb C. and DJ Maximus, let's do this.
TGIF. Thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. Thank golf it's Friday.
Hey, it's Friday. Also, grab your clubs and grab your balls. Call your friends, you better take them. If you got plans, you better break them. Got work or school? Not me either. Calling out sick, I got golf fever. Hey, let me hear you say, thank golf it's Friday.
TGIF. Thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. Thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. Where my golf is at, where my golf is at. Okay. TGIF. I thank golf is Friday.
Friday, it's Friday. It's my day, gonna do it my way. Having fun on the course? You better believe. Watch the ball drop like it's New Year's Eve. Buy golf swag cause it just got paid. Sink putts into golfery. Yeah, I love Friday golf. Start the weekend right by teeing off. Hit the long ball, no slice like Kimbo. Score lower than Flow Rider, doing the limbo. In golf I trust, break it down, GG Maximus.
TGIF. 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 I thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. I thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. If you're rolling with young Caleb C. Okay. TGIF. I thank golf it's Friday.
This goes out to all the golfers around the world.
Yeah. TGIF.
Thank golf it's Friday.
TGIF.
It's my day, gonna do it my way.
TGIF.
Thank golf it's Friday.
TGIF. Thank golf it's Friday. TGIF. If you're rolling with young Caleb C. Okay. TGIF. Where my golf is at, where my golf is at. Okay. TGIF. I thank golf it's Friday.
Golf is a dirty game. It's time to clean it up with Ready Pot, the only putter cover with a built-in ball cleaner and magnetic surface. Clean balls roll accurately, meaning you make more putts. Sink more, swear less. Clean up your game with Ready Pot.
Conquering a dogleg on the golf course is a tremendous feeling. Dogleg Reaper is owned and operated by veterans that served in the U.S. military. High-quality belts and buckles with their signature debossing and embossing process allows you to have that tremendous feeling when wearing these belts. These belts have no holes and has a ratchet system with a quick release. Be sure to check out the different collections that give back. Ask them about customizing a logo buckle for your brand. Become a Dogleg Reaper by wearing Dogleg belts, the belt with no holes. Visit www.doglegreaper.com or call 813-898-7194.
center of gravity a little bit. We do our R&D and our fitting off the Quintec ball roll machine, which I don't know if you've ever seen that, but that's, it's really the standard as far as fitting putters and understanding ball roll. So basically, they're all designed with that in mind to make people putt better. I mean, it's crazy that the club that you use 40 to 43% of your time, most people don't get fit for.
Right. Now, there's different styles. You guys do offer blade, mid-mallet, and a mallet, which I love. I seen in the booth yesterday.
Yep.
And right now, that would be my choice of selection, just by how it looks, the design of it. I got to talk to one of the designers yesterday in the booth about it, and how he based it off of a cartoon character and a race car.
Yeah.
That's amazing.
Yeah, he's inspired by a lot of things. I mean, some of our original mallets, he was in an aquarium and saw a manta ray and liked kind of the look and how sleek it was, and so he kind of tied a manta ray and a Lamborghini together. I mean, I don't think he sleeps sometimes. I think he just dreams some of this stuff up. Right. But you know what? It turns into a beautiful product. And everybody, when you look at golf clubs, I mean, one of the things about golf clubs, and one of the things I learned from way back in my career is when you put it down, you got to like the way it looks. Yeah. If you don't like the way it looks, it's no good.
I love this Mordred.
Yep.
I was Tiffany DePonte was showing me some of the pictures and that inspired from the sword and stuff like that.
Right.
And I know she had a good idea of bringing somebody to dress in like it. That's the picture. You have to check that. I think that's really cool.
Yeah.
I love the design on this one. It was, I think it's unique. I haven't seen it around, and I know that I might catch some slack from the people that I play with, because they're like, why do you play crazy putters? And I was like, well, why don't you putt good? You know what I mean?
Well,
this is beautiful.
Yeah, what happened was, I mean, we had the Pendragon, which, Kenny Perry won the Senior Open with a couple of years ago. We have the Uther, which is a more square mallet. And with having a lot of people come through the lab and talking to them about it, there's some people that they wanted more flowing lines. They wanted it to be not quite as boxy, maybe a little more artistic.
I want to see, the owner must love Merlin, right? Because everything, all these names.
It's all based on that.
Yeah, I'm listening to. I'm like, hold on a second. I used to watch the show, and Uther was the dad. Yeah. Merlin, Mordred. She was actually a woman on the show. Is that why she's so pretty?
Well, that's actually Mordred's the Black Knight.
Yes, but the sister that nobody knew was a sister, who was an illegitimate child back at the time. She ended up becoming that crazy thing.
Bill just took it to a whole new level.
Yeah, hey,
I really liked the show.
All I know is when I went to work for him, I failed European history in high school, so I
think it's interesting. I love it. I hit him yesterday. I love the balance on them. They all toe balance from the ones that I hit.
Yeah.
And I liked it. I was just swinging. It's very light. You would think it's a lot heavier, but it's really not.
Most people pick it up and think it's going to be heavier than our other mallets, and actually slightly lighter. Like our Pendragon weighs about 400 grams. Mordred just weighs 360. So it's still a relatively heavy head, but it's not as heavy as it looks. Everybody thinks you're going to pick it up and it's going to feel like a sledgehammer.
Yeah.
And most people
it's not heavy at all. Yeah.
If they don't putt well with it, they can take the back to their skull and just kill themselves. So
I think with putters, a lot of times people and even the better players want to try to force a putt, but when really a lot of times if we just let the club do the work. So with this kind of design and I've got to feel kind of the solidity behind them, I feel like this is something that will get people to let the club do the work for itself.
Oh, absolutely.
And just be kind of the hands are along for the ride kind of deal.
Well, I mean, everybody forgets that a putt is still a golf swing.
Yeah. Right.
Most people, because it becomes very target specific,
right,
they start steering it.
Yes.
When you don't stand up on the first tee and there's out of bounds left and water right, and start thinking about steering your driver, because there's a pretty good chance you're going to either hit it in the water or out of bounds.
Depends who you're talking to.
Well, but what happens is the closer we get to the hole, people start steering their putters, and we're trying to give them something, like you said, that basically we just want them to swing the club and make it work for them.
Right. Simplified.
Now, what would you tell people if I came up to you and said, what's different from our golf to any other putter company?
Well, I would say the way they're manufactured, the way they're milled, the high tolerances we have, they're all custom built for what people want. They're custom fit. And basically from my years in the industry, we've gone back. I mean, we get a custom KBS shaft. We build the club as a unit. We don't just put a get ahead, throw a shaft in there, throw a grip on it, and stick it on the shelf and have somebody try to buy it. I mean, I've done a lot of things in this industry, and I'm not going to something's going to come out the door. It's not going to be good. It's got to be good.
Yeah.
So, we've done a lot of work. Larry Bodel, who runs KBS, I worked for him at UST, so I picked up the phone and I said, I need this, this, and this, and that's what we got.
Sweet. How can people find out more information about our golf putters?
ourgolfusa.com.
Perfect. And where are you in the show? What booth number?
907.
Sweet.
There you go. Demand to stop by and give it a roll.
I'm going to have to go check it out for sure.
I'm
I'll
going
come
back.
back.
You too.
Oh, geez.
We need more pictures. I like pictures. I need more
He's
pictures.
obsessed. He's a new love.
Yes.
Well, you got to come see. Did you see the custom head covers?
No, I didn't.
Oh, you got to come. You got to come see the new custom head covers.
Yeah, no, we're definitely going to head over there today and check it out.
Yeah.
Absolutely. Larry, thank you so much for joining us here on Bigg's Golf Talk.
You're very welcome.
More Bigg's Golf Talk coming your way right here after this, live from the PGA Merchandise Show. We'll be right back right after this.
Oh, here's Sharon. Hey.
What's up, golfers around the world? It's your buddy, Big John Vick from Bigg's Golf Talk on the Lake County Sports Network. You know what day it is. I know what day it is. Yo, Caleb C. and DJ.
I was born with a golf club in my hand. I could swing just as soon as I could stand. Well, it's daylight now, and they just cut the grass. Well, it's daylight, they just cut the grass, so the greens will be fast. I learned to play, hitting balls on the driving range.
Skin Sunscreen is a premium preventative oxybenzone-free lotion formula that protects you from the sun and skin cancer. Skin Sunscreen was formulated specifically for golfers but can be used by anyone that is in the sun. Their SPF 30+ sunscreen contains titanium dioxide, zinc oxide, is very water resistant, and delivers UVA, UVB protection. If you have been looking for a sunscreen that is oil-free, Skin Sunscreen is for you. Use it as a part of your daily hygiene and be protected. Skin Sunscreen shares a personal commitment to preventing skin cancer of every type, uniting their resources in a quest to spare others the pain, cost, and loss associated with this insidious health threat of skin cancer. Skin Sunscreen proudly promotes skin as the optimal wellness preventative in your daily hygiene routine. Skin Sunscreen is a proud supporting partner of the Folds of Honor and the official sunscreen of Bigg's Golf Talk. To purchase online or find a retailer near you, their website is www.skinsunscreen.com.
The Spider Divot Tool's revolutionary new design is better for greens and makes ball mark repairs easy. No sharp ends or dirt in your pocket, the Spider achieves amazing results with little or no skill. With a simple push-pull action, the Spider makes ball marks disappear quicker and better for a smoother putting surface. The Spider includes a magnetic ball marker and is made of milled aluminum to last a lifetime. It also makes a great gift for your next tournament and that special golfer who has it all. The Spider tool from Instagolf is a must-have in every golfer's bag. Visit www.instagolf.net today and enter promo code BIGG Golf Talk to get 10% off your purchase, and be sure to check out all of their great products by Instagolf. That's instagolf.net, INSTA golf.net.
Welcome back to Bigg's Golf Talk right here from the PGA Merchandise Show in Orlando, Florida. Big John Vick, Bill the Golffather Cuebas, Amanda Robertson joining you here. And before we get to our next guest, I want to give a big shout out to everybody listening to us at Baker Utility Supply in New Mexico. So big hello to them, those guys.
Shout out to Baker, New Mexico.
Yeah.
Oh, boy. Still trying to get over
and
this
the people in the food line that are watching.
Yeah.
So a couple big announcements as we promised people, Billy. 2019, this is our kickoff to our 2019 season for Bigg's Golf Talk. Here are some big announcements. Moving forward, it has been requested by the networks that Bigg's Golf Talk will go 2 hours every single week. We will go 2 hours. So that is moving forward starting today. Actually started yesterday, 2 hours.
They can't get enough of you guys.
Can't get enough of us. We will be 2 hours every single Saturday morning.
Sweet.
So, announcement number 2. More presence in the video section of Bigg's Golf Talk. Yes, that's why it was important for you guys to go subscribe and check out our YouTube channel. There will be video reviews every other week, twice a month. And if that gets more traction, we will make it every week. Bill's the face of that.
Aww.
I just want to say one thing. And if we have our way, we might have a lot more women stuff coming.
Just saying.
Absolutely.
Because we were missing that.
We're still missing that.
Well,
yeah, you're missing my harassment on the show.
Well, we have Bigg. She's as close as a woman I get. But I need that extra, you know what I mean?
He needs his masculation pumped up.
I do what I can, guys.
Yeah.
I appreciate you having me. I really do, and it's been fun.
Actually, I've been secretly working the room out there, trying to do that as well. I've been talking to several companies. Biggs knows, trying to get more women products.
For sure.
So this way we can expand. I mean, if we're going to 2 hours, we're doing videos, and there's only so much of my face they're going to want to see. So I think your face is a lot better. I think they'll be much happier to see another
I love
side.
you guys, and it's great to be here and just hang out with you. I think we make a decent team.
We do make a good team, absolutely. Also, Billy and I were in meetings all day long yesterday, and I'm proud to announce our February giveaway. and may not even be the only giveaway in February, but this is huge. It has been inked. It has been signed. The ink is dry. In February, ladies and gentlemen, we are giving away a $250 gift card for Dunning Apparel.
Nice.
Yes.
What a great company.
They're amazing.
Sweet.
They've just revamped their websites. They revamped everything.
Huge transformation.
And yes. So, and they got a pretty nice presence on tour. If you look closely, there's a lefty out there that's playing. So, yeah, they've come a long way this last year, and they want to help us get along.
Nice.
So I was thankful.
We like giveaways. Everybody
we
likes
love
giveaways.
So also on our YouTube channel, there's going to be, I guess, what we call it, a post PGA Show wrap-up video that we're going to be putting together. So that's going to be a good thing on our YouTube. So you're going to want to pay attention to that in the next couple of weeks. Not only that, Golf Life TV was here earlier, videotaping a segment. After this show is over, Bill and I and Amanda, we're going to be giving an interview with Golf Life TV for Fox Sports. So that's going to be exciting as well. So make sure you check out your local Fox Sports stations for Golf Life TV and be on the lookout for that one as well. Our next guest now, you want to talk about party guys? These guys love to party.
They are dancing right now, as a matter of fact.
Absolutely. I think it's 5 o'clock somewhere. It doesn't have to be p.m., right?
Nope.
It could have been 5 a.m.
Adam was flowing like a swan. He was just moving across, floating along.
Our next guest, he is a tour professional for the long hitters, long drive contest, and he is on the pro staff for Swanee's Apparel, Jacob Galladay. And I let me just say this. Give it up for Jacob, by the way. Yes. I take one look at you, and when I think of long drive hitters, you are not one that I think of as a long drive. You're just not jacked.
I want to state for the record, I told them that yesterday. I looked at him and I was like, you know who?
You felt his arms, Bill.
I did. I even touched him. I was like, really? You're a long drive guy?
Wait a minute.
No. I know we stereo, but you got to remember who our friends are. We got Maurice Allen. We got Jay Melichek.
You can be small and hit the ball a long ways.
But we understand
I am proof of that.
We understand that, but I'm looking at he does not that stereotypical long drive dude with the big arms and guns everywhere. But you could see that he can look at that beard. That beard gets him extra 20 yards at least.
That's the power to it.
It's the power, baby.
So Jacob, when did it all start for you? When did you know that you wanted to get on tour to hit long drives?
Kind of funny, shockingly, I wasn't playing so well in golf, so went to just a qualifier with one of my buddies and ended up winning it. Not last year, but the year before, and that was kind of the end of the story. It's quick enough, just go out there and win the little qualifier, do well at Worlds, and end up losing the world champion Justin James that year. And I was like, okay, well, let's see what's next.
Wow.
Now you're a pro staff player for Swanee's Apparel. Talk about Swanee's and what does that mean to your career?
Yeah, it was awesome. It's the power of social media. Luckily to connect with them there, and they're big influencers of social media. So I kind of reached out to them, and luckily they reached back to me and they sent me a few products and loved the product and the quality of it and design and everything else to it. So it was just it's kind of set in stone. And they're from Minnesota, family's from Minnesota, so there's a little connection there, and everything just worked out.
So Swanee is like kind of unique in the apparel industry because it's hard to say because it's sort of kind of like the party kind of apparel, but yet I've been approached when I wear my Swanee gear, my hat, I got a backpack like you, and these are grown-ups, old people, and they're like, wow, we love that logo. We want it. Where can I get that backpack?
Absolutely.
And it's kind of surprising that, you got these young guys over here, floating across this way over here, and Adam over there on his phone, all this new kind of stuff. And I don't know if it's intentional or not, but you're getting momentum with the older crowd as well.
Oh, absolutely. It's something about the logo. I'm from the South, Southeast, so especially down there, you have companies that have that kind of, Southern Tide's one of them, and, now we have Swanee's is the same thing, even though, the old guys down there love it. They're like, what is this?
You mentioned the logo.
Yes.
Do you know what's the meaning behind Swanee's and their logo? No? Adam could answer it if you want, or
We
you
have
got
somebody
somebody.
We have somebody come up on
That's
stage.
Okay.
Oh, we gotta phone a friend.
Phone a friend.
Phone a friend for this.
I know.
I like
it's
it.
intriguing. Go ahead. What's the answer you got?
Yeah, so one of their co-founders,
Yes.
named Sam Swanson, and that's kind of a little tricked out from that.
I love it.
Very good.
Well, the company is also based on friends, a college group of friends, I believe, if I'm relaying that correctly.
Yes.
And so I think, how do you see that affecting, we talked about how everyone, any age, but I think everybody wants to have fun on the golf course. And not just, yes, you have those serious golfers, but even the serious ones want to let go and have some fun sometimes.
Well, absolutely. You can see how the game's growing with, venues like Top Golf and everything. So
Sure.
any way you can move it to create, a different mentality to the game and make it fun again. And, that's what anyone wants. Everyone, the goal in golf now is to grow the game. So
For sure.
any way we can do that and if it's, a little bit of fun and a little bit of partying and,
Yes.
people enjoy that. So.
And not for nothing, I'm not a partier.
Neither
I really
am I.
don't. I don't
Yeah.
party. I don't drink.
Yeah.
But I rock Swannies. So I don't care.
Yeah.
I want to be down with the cool kids.
So you have fun on the golf course. I've been
Yeah.
on the golf
You
course
know
with
what?
you.
I mean,
We
it
crank
looks
up the
good.
music, little amp caddy action, and we get to it.
Right.
I need to
Little
know.
beer pong on the course. and
Yeah,
we're good.
right. Yeah.
I got a shirt in front
Is
of
it
me.
wrong? No.
No, not at all.
No, I'm claiming the shirt. It's a medium.
I know. It's
I'm
Amanda.
claiming
Amanda
it.
has claimed the shirt.
Don't touch
She
it.
hijacked it already.
It's called Sunday Fun Day.
Sunday fun day.
I'm looking at the logo. I love it because it almost looks like somebody's celebrating. But yeah, it looks like a can of beer in that hand. And I really like that. Look at that right there. It looks like my man is chugging.
He's like giving a fist bump
Yes.
and just let
So-
the beer
It's
go
a
too.
twofer image.
You know what? So you could get that inner, that inner crazy in you, and people won't know unless they're really up on you, which is perfect. What's the story behind the Sunday Fun Day?
Sunday Fun Day. Well, anytime you go back to college, anytime I play college athletics, and a lot of us are ex-athletes, so, we always, the last day of the weekend when everything was done was called Sunday Fun Day. So,
Very
games
cool.
are over. It was one last time before we can, wind down before the week started again. So it was, Sunday Fun Day.
I like that. So you go
It's a
all
little
out
bit of
on
a party.
Sunday
Yeah.
and kill
Well, it's
yourself
just
for Monday.
Yeah, right.
I like that. Let's
Might not
kill
make
ourselves
sense.
on Sunday.
just finishing off from Saturday night.
Right,
Yes.
right.
All right. Now we have some shirts behind us. They're the new styles of Swans. Can you tell us about the new one?
Yeah, the new one, it's awesome. You can see the logo. It kind of has a goat, a tiger, and a trophy, if you understand what that means. So it's
Now,
cool.
what's the deal with the goat and the cup?
The goat in the cup? I feel like it's considered Tiger Woods to me, but
Okay, we could say that. What the hell?
He's the greatest.
Or anybody-
Greatest of all time.
Greatest of all time.
You could
Right.
be a goat and the winner.
Yeah, I don't know
when
if
you
I'm a
hoist
ti-
that
I don't know
long
if I'm a
drive
tiger,
championship
though.
belt. Now, my favorite, this pull. It's a 3/4. What is it? What do you call? I know it was.
Oh, it's
It's a hoodie.
Yeah,
but it's a pullover hoodie with a.
It's a
with
quarter zip. Yeah.
Quarter zip.
Quarter
That's
zip
what
hoodie.
that's what I was looking for. You see, I needed her to tell me.
It's all right. You
And I
need a
only
woman around.
And the worst part about it is I cover the fashion, and I can't even think about it. It's been a long week. So tell us a little about what's the inspiration behind this.
just keeping it casual on the golf course. Just having fun again.
Not for
and-
nothing. You might want to put some headphones in that bad boy.
Well, that's a good
You
idea.
know what I
You gotta
mean?
have those just little. Well, the AirPods these days, it's hard to do that.
Yes, I think that'll be awesome. Hey, then you really be. That's right.
An
That's
amp
what-
caddy collab
You
where
guys-
he
because-
puts them in his beanies. Yeah.
Yes.
Just
Hi,
saying.
Kay. Yes, absolutely. I think that would be a great collaboration. Because what do you want? Especially after a Sunday Fun Day.
Yeah.
You want to just put that hoodie on, block the sunlight, and just chill.
I love this
Monday.
feel of this.
I love it.
All your materials are just very flattering as well. They look.
I don't know. Are you rehearsed in the fabrics?
Not too much, but I know a little bit about
Besides
that.
the
shirt.
fact that it feels good and it looks good, I won't put you on the spot. I can't read those little tiny letters because I'm getting old. Maybe Amanda could read what the label says and give us an insight of what's it made of. I got a quick
Well, the
question.
cool thing,
And
yeah.
Adam, all you got to do is nod your head. Does it help people from thinking? That micro, yes, good. That's really important here in Florida or after a Sunday Fun Day. You know what I mean? Some people don't take, they'll wait till Saturday to take that shower.
Wait, so he's going to explain about these shirts and what they're made up of.
So we've collaborated with a company called Reprieve.
Reprieve,
And-
yep.
So they recycle bottles and make it into a material that we can
Oh,
go a little.
so they're recyclable materials.
Correct.
That's sort of what I was looking for, because I believe that's what Adam had told me yesterday.
Yeah.
That's why I asked you if you were well rehearsed. You know what I mean?
I'm well rehearsed on reprieve.
I just feel, I'm glad you made it.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
me too.
I know you can party. I know you.
He did his Sunday Fun Day early this week.
I think every day is Sunday.
Every day is Sunday Fun Day.
Because I was talking to him on the side, and he went from the Folds of Honor event, which ended at 11, and just kept going. You know what I mean? So
he has yet to be asleep.
Yes, he's probably still awake. All right, so tell us what's about
Adam
this,
looks
what
like
you
he's
think?
still going.
Yeah, well, we met up some point last night, I think. I don't know what
He
time
thinks.
it was,
He can't remember. All right, tell us about this.
Yeah, it's cool. It's a 50-50 blend. So,
Okay.
We take 50% of this kind of material that they use and mix it with the other material, polyester, and you just can kind of combine them, and it's just a great material. It feels the same. Can't really feel any difference in it.
Reprieve, made from recycled plastic bottles. That's amazing.
So we're being told 8 water bottles per polo. So that's pretty cool.
8 water
8
bottles,
water bottles per hole. Wow.
That's great.
Per polo.
Per polo.
Yeah.
Very
That's
cool.
awesome.
To be able to do that and turn that material into a fabric
absolutely.
is pretty
Yes.
incredible.
Because you watch any channel nowadays, and they're talking about, you got these people trying to recapture all that wasted plastic.
For sure. That's
and now
awesome.
they have something to do. That's awesome.
Yeah.
8 bottles per plastic.
They're briefing our guest over here.
Per polo, yeah.
All right, Jacob, is there anything else you would like to share with our listeners out there?
Yeah, we'll always going to continue to kind of help promote Long Drive, and so associated with Folds of Honor this year, and and also
That's
the company
awesome.
Long Drive.
As a matter of fact, Jay Malinicek was supposed to come here and hijack your interview, but he never showed up.
Yeah, I know. He was going to tell me exactly what to say, but now I got to do it
Jay
all by
gets a
myself
pass.
again.
Yeah.
Jay gets a pass today. We understand that he needs rest. We know Jay, and we know all about his background, stuff like that. He needs to get his rest, and we wish him nothing but the best. If he could have been here, he would have been here. We already know that.
Absolutely. But Long Drive for Heroes is a great association that he's starting to put on, and we have a couple more hitters every day that's kind of jumping on board to promote that and be supporters of Folds of Honor. So that that's really cool in that aspect of Long Drive and what we kind of connect with people and how we can share our stories and share, especially Jay's story with everyone, and it's fun to give back hitting golf balls.
When you win, and you will win, we get the first interview.
All right, fair enough.
Yeah.
I'm just
sold.
saying.
Yeah.
All right? You heard that, Adam. We're going to hold him to it. And he can talk about Swannies. He can rock Swannies, but he has to be on us first. All right, deal. I like that. Well, I got one more question.
Yes.
What's the farthest you've hit it?
456.
Oh.
456?
Yeah, that was last year.
Now,
yeah.
let me
That's
ask
a
you a
whole
question.
nother level, guys.
Did it hit the cart path?
No, it might have hit a sprinkler head, though.
Might have got some assistance on that one. No, that's incredible. You guys are very impressive, and I've had the ability to work with a lot of long pro drivers, and man, you guys impressed the heck out of me. So.
Hey, Jacob, I want to thank you so much for joining us here at Bigg's Golf Talk, and we wish you guys nothing but the best of luck. One more time, how can people find out more information about Swannies and your career?
Swannies Apparel. Just Google us online, social media.
Instagram.
Social media, follow us, big on that. So, yeah, Instagram, huge. And then, World Long Drive.
I got one quick question.
We're good.
Adam, we got to get together. I need to know about the series that's coming. That'll be another show. How's that? February 15th. Check out their website.
8 more scrambles, better than last year, and double the party.
They're going to have a scramble. We got to get them on. We'll learn more about that.
All right.
Well,
sorry, go ahead, Amanda.
Go.
Jacob, we appreciate you all your time. Thank you so much, my friend.
Same as thanks for having us on and letting us talk a little bit about Swannies.
All right. And we get Colton up here from Golf Life. Colton, come on up here. Yeah, you're going to close out the show with us here.
Jump on in.
Amanda, one more time, thank you so much for joining us this week.
Yeah,
I
thanks for
really
having
appreciate it
me.
and everything else. And
Appreciate
one more time, shout out about Backswing Golf Events.
Yeah, Backswing Golf Events. We do charity and corporate golf outings. We fundraise for you and do on-course entertainment. Backswinggolfevents.com, and reach out to Mackenzie or Amanda Robertson, and we can help you out.
All right, there you go. Now up on stage with us is Colton Little from Golf Life TV, who, as a matter of fact, right after this show, we're going to be doing an interview with him, but we want to interview with him now, and he's going to interview us afterwards. But Colton, welcome to Bigg's Golf Talk. I think your first appearance on Bigg's Golf Talk.
This is my first time.
Welcome.
Yeah.
Huge fans, by the way.
Everybody wants to know this very important question. How do you work with Travis?
It's a tough gig. That's really what I get paid for, is to deal with Travis.
But, so you're the buffer between Mike and Travis?
Exactly.
Okay.
It's nowhere that you want to be, but somebody's got to do it.
I feel the same way.
Yeah.
You know what it is? Like you see Travis in the morning, and he just got this puss on his face. Like, he just like, it's incredible. I look at him like, dude.
Imagine walking to the office
every
every
day,
single morning, and
what I
seeing
mean?
that face.
I don't even want to imagine.
Well,
There's a reason
it'll
he's
give you
behind that
nightmares.
camera.
If you saw that every day, it'll give you nightmares.
No, now you got that new persona, Billy Hayes.
Billy Hayes, Two Shades. He hasn't shown up today or at all this week. I'm not
yet.
sure where he's been.
He's behaving.
He is. There's a lot of golf professionals here that he might embarrass, and he just doesn't want to. He doesn't want to come out today.
So really quick, before we end the show here, I just wanted to get you up here. Golf Life TV, the direction, information. I know you guys are going not just national, but you guys are going global now after talking to Mike and talking about what Golf Life is trying to do. So talk about what Golf Life is for 2019 and in the future.
Yeah, for 2019, I mean, this is our 20th year on air. So we're trying to make it as exciteful and great as we possibly can. We have this new app. It's called the Golf Channel app, Golf Life Channel, and we're taking that anywhere we can. We're going to have all of our videos, things that we do on the road, things that we do in the office, episodes that we got airing on Fox Sports. It's all going to be on this app, and we're going to try to get it out to as many people as possible, internationally and in the U.S.
That's great, because I tell you what, you guys have done such a great job over the 20 years. And just as Bigg's Golf Talk is expanding their brand, you guys seem to be doing the same moving forward. As golf evolves, we in the industry, and that includes the entertainment industry of golf, have to evolve with it and try to move with it. So if that means that golfers are loving music on the golf course, we must bring that content and information to them that like to have that good time on the golf course, as well as those serious golfers that like to have that weekend tee time and maybe don't enjoy music on the golf course. You kind of have to mix it up a little bit. And Golf Life seem to be have to find that balance as well, don't you?
Yeah, what makes us unique right now is obviously the TV show. We're still doing the TV show, but we have that digital platform now where we can get our stories out, get our features out to those people who, overseas who don't have Fox Sports. You know what I mean? So we definitely do have to balance that, and it's going to be a fun ride in 20 season.
Awesome. Well, thank you. How can people find out more information about Golf Life TV?
GolfLife.com, or download the app, Golf Life Channel app.
Check out Fox Sports
and
Network.
Check it out, Fox Sports Network.
Yeah,
check your local listings.
And we do love Travis.
We do.
Even if he is a Cubs fan.
Yeah, we haven't figured that out. But he's okay. He's like that third cousin that nobody really talks to. But we still love him, man. We check in regularly.
By the way, huge fan, John. Huge fan, Bill. And a newly big fan, Amanda.
Thanks.
Great to meet you guys. Great to meet you. I've known them.
Yeah.
But thanks for having me.
All right, Colton, thank you so much, my friend. And that does it for Bigg's Golf Talk from the PGA Merchandise Show for 2019. We will be back here in 2020. But in the meantime, every Saturday morning at 9 a.m., actually 9 a.m. Central, we are on the Lake County Sports Network at BiggsGolfTalk.com as well, and then podcasted on iHeartRadio and on Spotify. Amanda Robertson, thank you so much for joining us. We appreciate it, and we'll see you soon. As a matter of fact, we got a message from the New Mexico chapter that wants you there with the Bigg's Golf Talk team.
I would love to join, for sure.
So, for everybody here at the PGA Merchandise Show, Orlando, Florida, coming up next is Golf Talk America. They're going to be joining you here on stage next, so we're excited about that too. For Bill the Golf Father Cuebas, I'm Big John Vick. Our website, www.biggsgolftalk.com. Until next time, everybody, good golfing, and you matter.
All kinds of rain. Preacher man says we ought to be ashamed. The Lord have mercy, y'all. We're gonna play golf. Whoa, where'd that come from? Play golf. It'll turn you lazy. Play golf. It'll make